Fam, how are we doing? Thank you all so much for being here. I just remembered something. Hold on, child. How are we doing? How are we doing? New season. There's another season of Love is Blind. I just saw the Grace Report post something about it. Please don't tell me there's another Love is Blind season. No way. Can't be. There's no way there's another Love is Blind season. Hold on. No way. It cannot be another season. Oh, why the hell they do that? Oh, request review. What did I say? YouTube getting on my nerves. What did I say in this video? Get your snacks ready. That's all I said. Anyway, child, I'm not going to be bothered with YouTube. But how are y'all doing? Sorry, my lighting is garbage. I'm like, just give me a minute. Give me a minute. I'm in a new location. Trying to figure out life now. And you'll find, if you want to know what's going on with me, you'll find out on the blog, vlog, whatever. But girl, a lot is going on. A lot is going on. Hey, Pi, how are you? The Traitors is so good. I will be doing, I want to do another reality TV chat tomorrow, and we're going to talk about The Traitors. The Traitors is so good. It's so good. I will say I'm so mad at Bob the drag queen because Bob had it in the bag because he had the women, but Bob, he was just doing too much. If Bob would have just chilled a bit, I think Bob could have won. But it's good. It's a good season. But I'm starting to see some things happening on The Traitors that was happening last season. And I just feel like if somebody like watches me who probably will be on The Traitors, please watch tomorrow's reality TV chat because I'm going to give you tips on how to win. It's so easy, but nobody is playing this game right. Except for Boston Rhobh. Oh my God, he eating them up. Hey, Blue Jay. Say, hey, Nikki, hope all is well. I need to find a little distraction and your Bravo TV chat popped up. What do you think about Matt and Rachel breaking up? We're going to discuss that on tomorrow's reality TV chat. But I told y'all this. I am not surprised. I'm surprised they lasted this long, to keep it honest with you. To keep it buck, I'm a little shocked it lasted this long, but I knew we would be here. The fans are always going to uplift her. She's white. Like, what are we doing here, guys? They was always going to protect that antebellum princess. I will say I am on her side with this one because don't waste all my years of my life if you know I'm not the one. Don't play with me and then dump me and then put a post up 3 hours after. Listen, she got some receipts to be pissed off. I still have to watch that Call Her Daddy interview. The podcast is Y'all Make Famous, child. Drewski said, hey girl, it's been so long since a housewife chat and I only half kept up with these shows, but I do know Stacey is a star. Who is Stacey? QVC? I think that's her name. I never forgot her. I call it QVC. Hey, Brittany. Brittany said, Nikki, welcome back, sisters. The Eagles! E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! We are winning it. We are winning it. So liberals versus MAGA. Literally. The Eagles are in the Super Bowl. I'm so happy for my boys. I'm so proud of them. I need my city to chill because people are dying. Like, let's chill with the celebrations and be a bit more responsible. But I'm so proud of them. This week can't get any better. Oh, you're so sweet. Is it too much to ask for you to review Young, Famous, and African this season? Is the best one yet. I have 2 more episodes to go, and then I will review the season. Diamond is a mess. Diamond is a mess. And so is Zari, because she playing with that man too. And I feel sorry for her child groom because she playing with him. But I got 2 more episodes left and we will absolutely talk about it. KG said, Diana, your thoughts on Karen. More importantly, hoping you and your family are okay in the aftermath of the fires. Thank you so much. I've already talked about Karen a bit. Extremely disappointed. We'll get into it a bit more, but she hurt me with this one. She effed the city up with this one. Me and my family are doing great. As you can see, we're in a new location. Such is life. But, we're doing great. The fires are all but put out. We had rain for a couple of days. Thank you, Jesus. And no mudslides. God is good. But yeah, everybody's just trying to get back to normal as best as we can. But thank you so much for checking in, KG. Hey, Pepe, how are you? Give Me Shelter said, hey, Nikki in chat. YouTube is on fire today. It got me through a lot of work today. Oh, thank you so much. Listen, we're all going through a lot, especially if you're in America. We're all going through a lot, and it was very hard for me to get up here because, just dealing with the situation, the fires or whatever in LA, and then dealing with this madman just rolling back all of my civil rights, it takes a toll. But I decided I'm not going to sink with this ship. I'm a doggy paddle or something, and we're going to come on here and have as much fun and joy and distract ourselves as much as we can until it gets worse or better. We're praying that it gets better. But yeah, thank you all for encouraging me and giving me a reason to keep pushing forward. AV Bro said, come on in the room. Oh, I gotta get my tambourine. I cannot find my tambourine. I cannot find half my things, guys. What is like? But come on in the room. Oh, come on in the room. Miss Gigi said, charging my phone now because we're going to be on here for a while. You know it. We have a lot of catching up to do. But right after this, I'm going to try to make this live really quick because I'm doing a live right after this with Mama Star. We're going to talk about The Bachelor. Nisha, what's up? I've missed you too. Thank you guys for sticking around. I know I have been inconsistent. I always let you know if I am not here, it's because of work. I promise you, when I was getting back on here, my city caught on fire. I'm telling you, I had everything scheduled out for the week and I just had to pivot. But real talk, if I am not here, I am working. Literally just worked a job last week. You guys will see that project in about 2 weeks. It was a really fun commercial. So I've just been just working. God is good. God is good, but life has been a little crazy. Jennifer said, the Lord answer my prayers. Oh, Nikki and Star family, you've been missed. Thank you so much. Love like you are said, hey fam, happy Wednesday. I hope you all are doing well, especially the Californians. Thank you. It's a little difficult with all these mysterious fires and having a psychotic, racist, misogynic, demonic president trying to weaken your infrastructure because your entire state decided to vote for freedom. Shout out to the Latino community. Disappointed in y'all who voted for this. I will say that. F the city up with that one. But I know a lot didn't, and a lot are suffering because of it. This is very unfortunate. I live in a immigrant and Mexican neighborhood, and my neighborhood is damn near empty. If people have not been picked up, they have self-deported or they're like hiding. It's crazy. My sister can't find her hair girl. Like, she's just like, my hair girl isn't hiding. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy what this man has done in just a few days. Absolute chaos. Buckle up. Also, another COVID is on the way. Every time that man gets in the office, we get a plague. God is trying to tell you, but the whites and the Latinos ain't listening. Let's move on. I love you. OMG, Ashby. Ashby also said, welcome back, Nikki. You have been missed with the Star family. Has been praying for you. Thank you so much. I felt the prayers. Thank you seriously, thank you all for just covering my family and I. Alex said, hey, Star family, I hope everyone is hanging in there. I will be a part of the replay gang. Thank you. Eva said, hey, Nikki and Star fam. We need each other so much right now. We absolutely do. And we are going to get through this. Remember, guys, I met a lot of y'all COVID. We have been through some times together. Nadia said, hey, Nikki, hey, Star fam. I'm so grateful we can chat and laugh together right now, holding on to these moments of joy more than ever. Amen. Amen. That's the only thing that's going to get us through it. Joy, hope, complete positivity, and putting our prayers to work. We got to be effective. We got to fight back. Alicia said, when I tell you how much I've missed y'all, I need my people to talk with. It's dangerous out here in these reality streets. I need my calm people in NikkiNicoleStar, Nikki. Thank you. We're here and we're back until I book something. Y'all know how it is. So Steph, what's up? I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking, Kim. So Steph says, season 8 trailer just dropped. It's already drama on TikTok. Love is what there's too many seasons. They gotta chill. Hey Megan, it's good to be here with you guys. Thank you so much. Eva said, new Love and Blind Valentine's Day. Oh, they want to start some chaos. Missed you too. Her empathy said, hey Nikki and the Star fam, missed y'all. I need to talk about Young Famous Africans soon, by the way. We will. I want to do it this week. I want to do reality TV chat tomorrow. I may just do. Let me know what you guys want. Do you want me to break down each and every episode, or do you just want one live talking about the season? Let me know in the chat, because it's a good season. I just hate that we have to wait 2 years in between seasons, and some of my favorite characters didn't come back. What is going on over there? We're going to win it, Yvette. We're going to win it. They had it. Both of them had it. And now they're just playing the game terribly. I can't even blame this one on race or homophobia. They just played the game terribly. OMG. Yes. As of right now, I do not have anything set up. But as you guys know, callbacks to commercials and stuff like that come in. But that should probably be quick. So I will absolutely work around that. But I do want to be here tomorrow because I'm finally caught up on a lot of shows and I want to talk to you guys about them before new episodes come out. Miss you too. They're doing too much to the point where I'm starting to not believe this. But we will get into it. I ain't get there. I got 2 more episodes. Do they talk about it in the show? Child, good. It's time. He is a mess. Tomorrow when we talk about it, I need my African sisters to let me know what's going on because I don't like how these men treat y'all. And is this normal? I need to know because we need to help y'all fight them. I do. Diamond is a mess. Looking like that. The audacity. Anyway, I can't. We're talking about something else. Don't be too hard on Fantana. She's 26. I was real mad at her, and then when she said I'm 26, I was like, oh, okay. The brain just developed. Just give her a minute. Kylie Steve, ching. What is it? Ching, cha-ching. Thank you. I don't have my clicker. Thank you so much for the $5 donation to my La Crusade addiction. I just have to be honest there. Thank you so much, Kylie Steve. And me and Kylie Steve have been talking back and forth. He's so sweet and encouraging. Thank you all so much for just looking out for me. It's just all we got is each other. Mariah said hi and hope everything is good from the fire. And also, what's even messy is how Two-Face humiliated. Well, he does it all the time. But yo, something going on with Annie. We're gonna talk about it. Something is going on with her. Yes. This is the thing. I just can't believe that people voted this man in again. After what we dealt with, this was what it was like with his presidency. We were so stressed out and depressed. Why would you want that again? To harm Black people and trans people? I didn't know we had that much power. But here we are. Nisha said, please go talk about the disgusting bowel evil of Bryn Whitfield of New York. Everyone is saying she sucks. Why can't she just be honest and say that she's hateful, jealous, and Satan's mistress? Oh my God. There are strong feelings. Since we're here talking about it, what show do you guys want to talk about first? Beverly Hills, New York, or Potomac? Let me know. I've missed you too, but your girl has been working. God is good. Pepe said, here's the thing. The esteemed 90% will be fine. We tried to tell him we were the last admin and tried to do what was in the best interest of everyone, but the others, not so much. Oh, well, I keep on telling people, we've been here before. The Black people that you wanted to harm are going to be all right. We've been here before. We told y'all about them, but have fun. Have fun. Amen. Amen. Thank you so much. No, I'm just getting started, just saying hi to everybody because I've been going for a minute, but I'm back with the jump off. Brittany said, I know Diamond was a mess this season, but he did look good. Oh. Brittany, were you ovulating when you were watching this season? No way. No way. You know who's cute, but his personality is just like Louis. Yeah, he's fine, but his personality is just weird. He got to have some confidence. You can't be looking like that and you're not confident. He got to work on that. If he had Diamond's confidence with his looks, he would eat. He would eat. Hey, Emilio, what's up? Oh, it's already happening here in Cali. It's stuff about to get real expensive. America gonna find out. The blue states are gonna find out first, though. Having a feast. I was just watching a TikTok video of some girl crying because her food stamps got cut off. What did you think? White women are the majority of women who are on food stamps in the United States of America. White women are the majority community that benefits from DEI. What were you thinking? Your own men conned you back into slavery. We tried to free you. The descendants of slaves tried to free you, and you said, no, I like my captivity. Have fun. Asian. Everybody who's an immigrant is afraid. Okay? Even the white ones, they better not think they safe. My friend got her man was supported, and he's Irish, okay? Nobody is safe under that demon. The only people who are safe right now are the rich. And when they're done eating us, they're coming for each other, child. Yeah, y'all told me to watch another Love is Blind, but I wanted to make my other shows a priority. I wanted to catch up. Hey, Chef Pearl. How are you, my love? Momi, I want to get a few more and then we're going to get into it. Momi said, I think people are suffering from long COVID brain rot because people seem to generally not remember. The 92% did. We tried to help everybody. We really, really did. I can't believe that nobody saw this coming but Black women. That's crazy. I just realized we all live as a Black woman, I live in a totally different world than everybody else because I can't believe that we were the only ones that saw this. That's crazy. And guys, he's just getting started. He's just getting started. I missed you too, Shanti. Thank you so much. So we have Beverly Hills, we have Potomac. Beverly Hills. Okay. Okay, so I'm seeing more for Beverly Hills. So this is what we'll do. We'll do Beverly Hills. We will then get into New York and we will end with Potomac. That's what we are going to do. F around and find out stage. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. That dude that got rid of affirmative action. Why in the hell would you do that? It was benefiting you the most. I promise you, white people, racist whites, are not going to put black people in spaces that we are underqualified for. If a black person got that job, they were overqualified than all of freaking humanity. We are not the DEI hires, but they use us as an excuse to make you hate us. And if you hate us, you vote against us, and you are therefore voting against your own interests. I always tell people, if you want to know how this land is going to go, if you want to know how to survive this land, you better listen to black people and Native Americans. We survived this. The two greatest genocides in the United States of America, we survived them. We know how to beat them. But y'all keep on holding us back. Now y'all got to find out, and we can't help you. You better pray to Jesus. Child, you know, to everybody, Jesus, Allah, Nipsey Hussle, whoever you can, because y'all going to need some help. We're going to be all right. The people that have studied their oppressor, we're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. Never. I'm never doing them demons. I told you, I worked on that show. I hate those people. Never again. We sure do. The North remembers. We sure do. Sure do. And it's like you will never be invited to the table. And that's for everybody who is not rich, white, and male. If you are not rich, white, and male, you're never going to sit at that table. Last thing, when I was campaigning for President Kamala Harris and Uncle Tim Walz, when I was campaigning for them in Georgia, of all places, I'll never do that again. A little scary for me. But when we were going about and driving around, the places, the most dilapidated places, scary homes, like just stuff that you would see in a horror film. All of those homes had Trump signs. All of those homes, Trump signs and banners. And it was just like, I will never forget this one place. They had a Trump sign hanging on the front of their, on like over their roof, a Trump flag. It was huge over their roof, and the roof was sinking in. The home looked like if you blew too hard, it would fall down. I'm like, what makes you want to vote for the rich? It's the craziest thing, right? But when we were going to like the rich neighborhood, all the rich neighborhoods had Kamala signs. All of the rich neighborhoods, but the poorest neighborhoods we went to, Trump signs. And I think what it is there are so many people, especially white men, especially poor white men, who think that if they keep this hate going, right? If they keep this privilege going on long enough and voting for this and uplifting people who spew such hate and division, that somehow, some way, they will be able to achieve that level of wealth. And I just want to tell poor white people, you will never be able to achieve the level of wealth that your white kin who are very wealthy have, because your white kin that got wealthy and have generational wealth and have all that money got it through slavery. Point blank, period. You are the descendants of poor whites. You will never have their money unless you bang your way into a wealthy family. That's the only way. Either you're going to be doing the bending or you're going to have to get a damn job. You will never attain that wealth. They got that wealth through owning humans and not doing a damn thing. You will never get that. You will die in poverty. You are mad at the wrong people. Let's get into the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I will say this. The season for me is dry. Here is why. I'm already exhausted with Colin Dorit. Like, I'm already exhausted, but she's taking it. She's taking it. I will say, Cal ate this picture up. Mother is taking it. She is taking it. But I'm exhausted with Cal and Dorit. It's the yelling back and forth. It's the wanting to be friends, then not being friends. I will say this, although I'm exhausted with Cal and Dorit arguing and splitting up the group, I am absolutely here for activated Dorit. Every chance she gets, she cussing out Cal. Even if Cal is apologizing, she is heated. This divorce is real. Now, normally, her and that stunt queen that she married, they always pulling something. The stunt queens, okay, they always pulling something. I never believe it. This I absolutely believe, because every time Dorit comes to work, she ready to fight. She's cussing and screaming at everybody, especially Cal, who she has been loyal to for so long. So I'm just like, oh, this is the real deal. She is not herself. The first clip of Dorit that we saw in this season was her smoking. She was looking raggedy, like she just did a Dollar Tree run. She's in the car, hair everywhere, and she's smoking. Have we ever seen Dorit smoke? Have we ever seen her disheveled? She's really going through it. Like, this is the real deal. And I think because she's going through so much, we don't have the facade, right? She don't even have that accent anymore. Cal, how could you talk to him? I said, wait a minute. Where's the English accent? What's going on? So yeah, she's really going through it, and she's really tired. And I think her issue with Cal is that she wants Cal to choose, basically. And guys, I'm telling you right now, I am not friends with couples. Like, I'm not. Like, my friends, their husbands is their husbands. My bestie and her man have been together since they were 14 years old. And I've known them since then. He is not my friend. He is not. I don't have that man's number. I don't text him for nothing. Like, I don't talk to him. That's her husband. And that's when I met him, he was her boyfriend. You know what I mean? Like, and I met him before they got together. But that is not my friend. That is her husband. You cannot become friends with the boyfriend, the man, the guy she talking to, the husband. He cannot be your friend, because when it falls apart, you're going to have to choose. And if you don't choose your friend that you met him through, yikes for you. She's going to burn everything down. That's why every time Dorit sees Cal, she's activated, because she knows she was just texting her husband or her ex, a man she fighting with. And when that divorce starts getting nasty, when he starts trying not to pay that woman, whoo, Cal, you better pick a side now. You better pick a side now. I will say, I don't think that Cal was messing with PK. And I think it's really weird that the ladies are trying to make it seem like that she was, sending him salacious text messages. I don't see it that way. But what I do see is that she was probably talking mess about PK, about Dorit with PK. Like, Dorit knows, and Cal is just trying to play dumb, right? But I think that Cal, the text was a little, even me, who don't believe that she's done anything with that man, even I was like, what do you mean? I'll never share anything with anybody else that we have shared together. Absolutely not. Don't be texting your friends' husbands. I don't care if y'all like a family and he's like your brother. I told you, my bestie's husband, brother, because we've grown up together. We've grown up together. I have seen this man grow up. I'm not texting him nothing. Even when we were trying to surprise her for her baby shower, I ain't text that man. I did not text that man. I think I texted a cousin. It was like, tell him. Just don't do it. Just don't. Your friends, husbands, or partners are not your friend. That's just girl code. Don't text them. Don't have another group chat without her. Don't do it. It's just a messy place to be, and people will speculate even if it's not true, because now that text message that was probably so innocent is looking a little funny. You looking a little funny in the light, Cal. That would be my advice. Leave PK alone. Like, that friendship is done. That friendship is done. If you're going to remain on this show and in this group, you're going to have to be loyal to Dorit, because you will always look like the other woman, even if you're not, right? Because you're maintaining this relationship that was built through Dorit. You got to let that dude go. And I know PK is probably messy and funny because he gossips and got everybody's tea. I get it. But it's just, I don't think it's something that you need to pursue anymore. You got to let that man go. End that friendship now. Another one that's activated against Kyle. Kyle, what is going on? These ladies do not like you. And I thought they were all like really friends. They had me convinced. But Sutton, she will not get off her neck. She will not get off her neck. Like in the confessionals and to her face, she's cussing her out. She's cussing her out when she was just like, Garcelle and I are not minions. Erica may be a minion, but we are not. She's having this little lunch with us to make sure that we protect her when she has to face the reap. But it won't be me. I will not do that for her. Like she is like real activated on Kyle. What happened? Kyle. I'm actually shocked that so many people are gunning for you. Girl, speaking of gunning for Kyle, I will say this. Kyle is going through a lot, right? She lost a husband. Her kids are grown, you know. Portia, gave Portia a Porsche. You ain't never gonna see that kid. You ain't never gonna. Well, I never understand giving teenagers a sports car. Anyway, you better have good insurance. But you know, you done gave the baby the car. She's not gonna be around now because she's probably one of the only friends that has like a Porsche, especially where they live. I ain't gonna tell you business like that, but it ain't Beverly Hills. But anyway, the kid is not going to be there as much, right? And, you know, the daughters are older. They're not in the house. Mauricio is not there. She's lost her scissor sister and she's just by herself, right? She's by herself in this home, like trying to figure out life. She's alone. She got to get this new identity now because her identity, her entire life has been a housewife. She's been a mom since she was like 19. So now it's like, who am I? Who, like, she's trying to figure it all out. And what a terrible time to be trying to figure out life while your friends are activated against you. But here's the thing. You have shown no mercy to any other woman going through it. You just haven't. We have watched you tear down women when they are going through the worst things imaginable. And to ask for the same people who you came after when they were going through it to give you grace is a big ask. It's a really big ask. It's a really big reach. That's not going to happen. And you're not getting a lot of sympathy because we have seen how you have treated others. We got receipts, right? We got you on candid camera. So it sucks. I'm like, she's going through so much, but then I'm like, she didn't give anybody else grace. So it just sucks. You'll get through it. You know, maybe this Bravo check can help you dry up some tears. I don't know. I think what you probably need to do is if you don't feel safe, you know, going out and exploring who you are in WeHo, I would say go to Puerto Vallarta in Mexico. It's a fun gay community over there. I love me some Puerto Vallarta. It's a boys' town, but it's some studs there too. And I think you can just go there and just discover and just see who you are. See if this is where you're going. If you are, you know, if you're if you're full blown in it, you know what I mean? Or maybe you are, child, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer. It's another one I'm thinking of. It's not poly. Girl, do not be poly in Hollywood, child. That's probably why you're in the situation you are in now. Because you, Dorit, PK, and Mauricio, y'all was giving swinging for a minute, allegedly. What is it? It's bisexual. It's another one. It's somebody, because I had a friend that just came out. I have a friend that just came out as something. They just for everybody. You know what I mean? It's like, I like who I like. You might be that, right? Or you may just be somebody that just, you know, is just want to have a good time, right? Then you probably need to get on your Eat, Pray, Love. Watch that movie with Julia Roberts. I don't know why I watched that as a child, but it changed my life. Oh, my mom was a single parent. The TV raised me. But maybe you need to go do something like that. I would say go to a place where the American dollar is probably like the same, not too low, because then it'll look like sex tourism and that'll be really bad for you. I wouldn't go to like a people of color nation. Maybe go to Italy and get felt up by a real Italian, because we all thought that Maurizio was Italian until he started speaking Spanish. So maybe go to Italy. You know what I mean? Get felt up over there. Live your best life. This is your time to discover yourself. I don't think that you should die in this reality of an empty nester. Like all of your scenes, we just got you walking around fixing couches. Wow, what a sad life. No, girl, get out there. Have some fun. Cut off your hair. Dye it. Do something. Like this is your time. Whatever you wanted to do it. Just don't get on crack, because I feel like that's something like everybody, when they're trying to be, I'm trying to find myself. Everybody go to drugs. Please don't do that. Please don't do that, because you got a lot of money and you will have an endless supply. Don't do it. Stay sober, or whatever you're doing, a dry thing, whatever. Do that. I wouldn't say go to drugs. I would just say travel, explore, take a hip hop class. Y'all love taking a hip hop class, hip hop yoga, something. But there's so much more for you to do now that you have all this free time. Think about before you had kids, all the things that you wanted to do. You can do them now. You just be a little bit older. You might got to walk a little slower, but you can still do those things. Don't die in this identity. There's so much for you to do. Like you can be who you've always wanted to be. I would love to see that storyline than this where she's just fixing couches and becoming a cat lady. Oh, then get the hell off the show. We want to see movers and shakers. We want to see movers and shakers. Have fun. To the women who are watching you, who are empty nesters themselves, who are, housewives going through it, they need to see you doing something different and letting them know that there is life after a man. There is life after children. There is life after being a housewife for so long. That would be a great storyline for you. And I hope that you invest in that, because what you have going on right now, it's tired, it's dry. You keep on crying over Maurizio, who was living his best life. He's so happy to freely be single. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not a good look. I want you to have fun. Dry your tears, freshen up your Restylane, take that weave out, and go live your best life. You deserve it. You done raised all them damn kids and Maurizio. Go have fun. It is your time. She's skating for me. She's skating. Well, what does Erica have going on? The fashions ain't eating like they used to, but I will say she's eating this. Oh, she looks great right here. This is amazing. But she's skating for me. Like, I don't see anything. Like, she's getting lost in the Dorit and Kyle drama, and I'm just like, anything else, Erica? I don't want to be caught in the middle of this. Okay, then be caught in something. Give us something. Give us something. It seems like we're all going to be in the house for another 2 years. Like a plague is coming in, more plagues are coming. We're going to be in a house, and you're going to have to get interesting. So let's find something, or you will be replaced by Jennifer. Her outfits alone, her little trinkets alone, are more interesting to me than Erica. So we can switch out diamonds if need be. Garcelle, very chill. I will say I love that we're seeing, the beach house, that's like being something really huge for her. Like, I got this on my own. I got this without without a man. This was me as an older woman, really going after what I wanted to, and I was able to do this. I really like that. I like the fact that we're seeing more of her oldest son. I like the fact that she's opening up more about how she struggled with his addiction and how to parent him. I think that was very interesting. I do want a bit more from her. I do feel like she's getting muted like Erica, and I just want something a bit more, because Sutton is activated. Garcelle, not so much, and I want to see more. She's an icon. She is the moment. Like, I love her. I love her. First of all, stunning. Second of all, that resume had them heifers shook. That resume had them heifers shook. Love her. First of all, this right here, eating. I will say this photo shoot for them, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, I don't know if they do this on their own, but they knock it out the park every time. I love her. Give her another season now. She is just like, yes, yes. Like, this is what I've been wanting from a housewife. I just love, her taking us through her fertility journey with her man. Like, for me, as I'm thinking about younger Nikki, right? I feel like younger women need to see this. They need to see that there are older women having a life that they dreamed about, right? A life that is theirs, a life outside of a man. Like, she's just very inspirational, right? And this is what I'm telling Cal to be. Like, don't be the stereotype, right? Don't be the empty nester. Be this, right? She's just, I'm loving her story. I'm loving everything about her. I have one critique. The Dorit protection is it's a little much, Bose. It's a little much. Like, I like you. I enjoy your scenes. I want to know more about you. I feel like you're getting wrapped up in Dorit and Cal's drama. And here's what I want to say to you from watching the show as long as I have watched it. When you and Dorit fall out, because you will, it's going to be nasty. And right now, you got a lot of Karens hyping you up because they see you as Dorit's guard dog. We got to keep it real here, right? So they're hyping you up and they love you so much because you are coming in and protecting a white woman, which is a position they think you need to be in. The help. So they're hyping you up, but I'm telling you, as soon as you have an independent thought outside of Dorit or opposing Dorit or opposing any other white woman right now, because you can say whatever you want about Kyle, because they've been waiting on her downfall, right? They've been waiting on her downfall. And the only reason why they hyping up you and Dorit is because they've been waiting for Kyle's downfall. And so they're salivating at this lady's destruction and they're hyping up the women that are doing it. So I just want to say, just walk lightly, keep your head on swivel, and stay woke. I think outside of the Dorit protection, you're a great housewife. You're an outstanding housewife. Praying for you because she lost her beach house in Malibu, and it was something she was so proud of because she was just like, "This is something I got on my own," and it's gone, like a lot of Malibu. Praying for you. I pray that you get another season. You're doing outstanding, and I pray that you are able to build again. But I love her. I think she's great. Love her storyline. I just feel like the protection of Dorit is a little. It's kind of irking me, to be quite honest with you, because I've seen how Dorit treats Black women, and I don't like it. And I feel like right now she's gravitating to you because you are the only one, because you don't know her, right? And you are the only one who is eating up her mess. Because we all see how Dorit works, although she's going through something real tough right now. And thank you for being there for her. I would say I would enjoy you more as being a supportive, not friend, but a supportive coworker, because you don't know this lady. I would say that I would like to see you more as like a supportive coworker than as somebody who is getting in beefs because it's Dorit's beef. Why are you going after Kyle? It's so weird. You haven't taken any time to get to know that lady. But because of Dorit, what Dorit said to you and how she's talking to Dorit, now you got a beef with Kyle. It's beneath you. It's beneath you. I like you. I just want you to do better. But I'm loving everything that I'm seeing so far. That is my only critique. That are my thoughts. What do you guys have to say? We're going to talk for about 10 minutes and then we're going to get into New York. Let me set my timer. I'm so sorry if I'm a little like congested or whatever. I took a Benadryl last night. I'm still like foggy. Benadryl, your medicine is a little too strong. It is a little too. I should not be feeling like this 24 hours later. That's too much. That's too much. I don't even. How is this legal? Anyway, let's get into a couple of comments. Um, feel like she's burnt all of them. She's in a real tight spot right now. A real tight spot. They're not playing with her. They are not playing with her. I won't say I never liked her. I strongly disliked how she treated Kim on the show. Telling all her business, like just, weaponizing her addiction against her, and that you stole, well, she said that she stole my house, and then she was just like, oh, we did everything for you, we took care. Like, I was just like, even if me and my sister beefing, the world will never know her business like that. I just did not like how she treated Kim, especially when she knew that her sister was struggling. Why would you treat her like that on camera for the world to see? Wasn't a good look for her. Terrible way to start out. Terrible way to start out. Thank y'all. Thank you so much. Mariah, me and Mariah go back like breaking my hair, y'all. We'll talk about that later. Mariah said, this reminds me of the situation with Lisa and Kyle. Kyle did the same thing, and now it's coming back at her with Dorit. Dorit said, do not put baby in a corner. I'm free now. And she's activated. Momi said, I still don't believe Kyle and Dorit's beef. I barely believe Dorit and PK's someday divorce. She comes across very unauthentic and willing to do whatever to stay on the show. Listen, stunt queen's going stunt. But I'm just like, she just seems so not put together this season that I don't know. But the thing that I'm gagged about is I'm like, PK is the one who wants to divorce her. PK wants to get rid of Dorit. The audacity. This is why I say, ladies, always date your type. Always date, marry, or get up under your type, because you may think you're giving that funny looking man a chance, and so he's going to treat you like the best thing that's ever happened to him. He is a man. You can't humble him as a woman. You will never be able to humble a man as a woman. It's never going to happen. It's just not in it for you. How is somebody who he oppresses going to humble him? It'll never happen. Date your type. Get played by something fine. It'll hurt less. Gone. No longer there. No longer there. We're getting Dorit from Connecticut, okay? Spency said, why did I just unlearn the term stunt queen? Because he is. He absolutely is the epitome of stunt queens. Jazzy said, Erica said in an interview for It Always Smile, but we never were shown before. She's letting it all out this year. Dorit? Are we talking about Dorit? I think that's what you meant. But yeah, we're definitely seeing a different layer of Dorit. Kim said, same, my bestie is my bestie, and it stops there. Absolutely. Absolutely. I've known that man almost my entire life, and that is still her husband. I don't even know his middle name. I only know his last name because my bestie took it. That's as far as it goes, babe. That's as far. He is not your friend. He is not your friend. Zorga said, we got to see how the Fox Force 5 used to operate. Kyle called in the troops, and she didn't know that. They're breaking free of her. They are sick of her. She is going through it. Through it. She does not. Wow. Okay. NC said, I'm no Kyle fan, but find Dorit to be very performative. I'm not impressed. Plus, she has glued herself to Bowles in an attempt to be. Bowles going to have to find out for herself. I thought she was smarter than that, but she's going to find out for herself. Yes, catching up on that show as well. I'm going to add RuPaul's Drag Race into the reality TV chat starting next Monday. Speaking of Kyle, did y'all see that stunt she tried to pull with the Dorit hugging up on Maurizio and saying that people were saying that they could be together and I was just like, Kyle, just stand in your own mess. Don't bring something like that up, especially when y'all were giving swingers. Like, that's probably why you're in the situation that y'all are in now. Y'all better stop letting other people in your marriage. Y'all better. I learned from Little Mo. I learned from Little Mo. Her husband used to do all that swinging, and then she said one girl that they used to swing with, they was getting it on with this lady, and she noticed that her husband's wee wee slid into that lady's kookananny too easy. Too easy. She was like, there was no hesitation. Like he'd been there before, recently. And that's when she knew her man was banging that other woman behind her back without her. Y'all better stop letting people in your marriages because somebody gonna like the new fish. Let me move on. Happens all the time. Oh my God. I love y'all so much. Y'all know I don't know nothing about astrology. So I'm just going to agree with you, Durga. Durga said Kyle is going through Pluto in the 7th house. Amen. Her next 20 years are going to be about transformation in her interpersonal relationship. Kyle, did you get that? You better listen. You better listen. Momi said, Cal and Sutton are frenemies. Every season they get into and say snarky things about each other in the confessionals. They don't like each other. It seems like they try to force it for TV. Yeah, they're going to be crying at the reunion. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. But you need frenemies. You need frenemies on the show. That's why Giselle and Karen work so well. F you, Camille. Child, we never forgot it. Where is that psychic? We need her back. Come on, Bravo. Let's get messy. Glad to get messy. Pan. Thank you. Yeah, maybe girl, be Pan. Be Pan. Fluid. Yes, do what you need to do. This is your time to discover because you have not had an identity since you were 18 years old. Your entire adulthood has been mothering and wifing. You don't know anything else. You don't know what you like. You don't know who you are. This is the time to discover. Let Portia take that car and ride around Beverly Hills. You go live your best life. This is your time. Don't waste it. Don't waste it. He sure do. When I said Mexican, I'd never got Mexican. Speaking of Mauricio being Mexican, is he okay? I know he got some coins, but they wrapping up the indigenous ones first. He can't pass. He can kind of pass for Italian, but he's love getting dark. Child, can you imagine if they snatch up Maurizio? I wouldn't put it past that demon. He coming for everybody. He coming for everybody. Yes, this is her time. She has to explore. She has to explore. I've loved her since I was a kid. She's always been a character. For me, she's always had a warm, joyous spirit. I love everything about her. Me too. It's time. It's time. Like nobody believed that you and that man was in love. You even said you never been in love. And we all knew that you was there for the coin. We get it. We get it. You secured the bag and the bag got stolen. Okay. Now go out there and live your best life. I just don't understand. I don't get it. LSS said Bowles had an all-black staff. It's time. All right. Chill. Bowles had an all-black staff for her spa day, and I love it. Manly hands. I'm telling you, those guys are great. I went to an event, and they were there. I don't like massages, but I was forced to get about 2. And my God, today, they know what they're doing with them hands. They know what they're doing with the manly hands. I had a great time with them. So she hooked them up. Bowles really, really did hook them up. And what I like about Bowles is that Bowles is authentically Black, not taking anything away from Garcelle, right? But Garcelle is, um, she is, Garcelle is black, but I think Garcelle sees herself like a lot of immigrants, especially black immigrants, don't see themselves as black first in America. I don't know anywhere else. They don't see themselves as black first. They see themselves as an immigrant, and I think black is like somewhere down there. So Garcelle doesn't really. Garcelle is a black woman, but I see her. She carries herself to me as an immigrant first person, right? An immigrant first black woman. Bose is black first. This is like she's everything about her is so familiar. Like just how she don't code switch. She be talking up, girl. What you playing with me? I just love it. Like she's just for me. I don't know if Bose is Black American. I'm not. I'm not sure. I watched a lot of TV shows, yo. I'm not sure. But she just for me as a Black American woman, she's so familiar. Not saying that Garcelle isn't, but for me, I like immediately just felt home with Bose. Like there was nothing keeping us. It wasn't an identity away. It was just like black woman. I got it. Like Black America, I got it. I just I enjoy her. She's a comfort. It's like I can see myself in her. I really like her. I really do. I just need her to back up off Dorit. E for Empathy said, yeah, she needs to pull back off Dorit. Dorit will burn her eventually, and she'll get Dorit together because when Dorit and Kyle make up again, because they will, Bose, you're gonna feel real dumb protecting Dorit when she is now linking up with Kyle talking about you because Kyle don't like the fact that a newbie came for her. And to make Dorit show her loyalty, Dorit gonna have to come for you. Don't get caught looking stupid because I told you. Give Me Shelter said, I said that on Reddit, they will turn on Bose. Notice they always include Bose. Yes. Yeah, I see it all the time. Oh, we love Bose. Get rid of Garcelle. Bose is nice. Bose is so comforting. Garcelle is not like that. She's mean. She just comes to everybody. Y'all are using Bose to get out your anti-blackness against Garcelle. So you can say, oh, we're not racist. We like Bose. You only like Bose because she's protecting a white woman. We get it. We get it. We get it. Give Me Shelter said Dorit tried to pull an Anne-Marie last year. Also, I think Dorit and PK are scamming with this separation storyline. We will see. We will see. Momi said, I'm going to get two more after Momi, and then we're going to move on to New York. I wasn't sure if Bose is going to make sense on this show since she accomplished and seems above this kind of scene, but she really does actually fit in well. However, I agree she needs to be careful. See, here's the thing. I thought the same thing with Bose. I was just like, why the hell are you lowering yourself to be on this show? Bose is about to start hawking products. She's using this show as a commercial. Genius. She's about to start hawking products and events and all the things that she is doing. She is on this show for a reason. And I think she is latching herself to somebody like Dorit to get another season, but because she probably doesn't know how she comes off on camera. But I'm like, girl, you don't need to do that. You do not need to do that. I'm like doing my best to keep up. Like this is crazy. That Benadryl is too strong. It's too strong. IA said, hey, Nikki and Star Fam, it's been a while. I'm glad you're back. What did I miss? Just the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Don't worry. You can be a part of the replay gang or you can jump in later. Anyway, we are going to get into the Real Housewives of New York. Terrible season. And I'm so shocked because it started off so great for me. I thought this is a great cast. I know the season is going to be great. Terrible. They have no chemistry. And this is the thing. Why the Real Housewives of New York, the original cast, why it works so well is because these ladies have been friends and acquaintances for about 20 plus years before the cameras got on them. So there was relationships there. There were built frenemies there. 20-year frenemy relationships built by the time the camera started filming them. The problem with the Real Housewives of New York is that none of these ladies are friends, and they're trying to act like they all knew each other. They didn't. I think they met the first day of shooting, right? Like they do not know each other. They don't know anything about each other. And when the cameras are down, they don't hang out with each other. Like there are no friendships there. So there's no loyalty, which is why they all talk about each other behind each other's back and are it doesn't they don't resonate with the audience because their friendships are abnormal to us, right? Like, of course, there's gossiping in a girls group, right? Some friends are closer to others, but there's still some kind of loyalty there. They don't have that. They just tear each other down. Like they will be having a really great moment, and then two people will walk off and start tearing down the group. Then go back into the group, and two other people walk off and start tearing down the group. And it's just like, this is just weird, right? Like this isn't a real friendship or a real girls group. It's very, y'all don't even seem like good co-workers. It just doesn't fit because there's no relationships there. So there's no loyalty. I don't even think any of them really like each other. So it's just weird. They don't work. So I feel like if New York moves on from this cast, I think they really just have to get people who have been friends. I'm not saying they got to be besties, but at least they have interacted with each other at least for some years before you start filming them, because this just doesn't make any sense. It seems like every scene that we have watched on this season of The Real Housewives of New York is the ladies going back to talk to a producer and the producer is telling them what to do. It doesn't seem real. It doesn't seem genuine. There's not an even flow of things. Everybody's trying to write a storyline. Everybody's trying to produce. Everybody is trying to control their image. It's not working. And the reason why the best episode that we got was the season finale and probably these reunions is because something real happened and everybody reacted to it in an authentic way, in a way that was just like, oh, okay. And the reason why we got it is because they were done filming. So everybody was their real selves and we were able to see what was really going on. Let's start with this lady. You know what? Before we even get into it, let's talk about their reunion looks. Sigh. Jessel. I thought she looked great. Jessel for me was a VIP this season. No. VP? It's a VP? MVP. She was the MVP this season. She looked stunning. Every scene she brought it. The girls were hating because they couldn't take, because she's a star. She looked amazing. She looked amazing at the reunion. She looked amazing all season. I love her. Love her. This is actually really cute. Hated the hair with this though. I needed different hair. If she would have went the Cher route, down the middle, bone straight, I would have loved it. Or if she just let her natural curls flow. Bryn, you have such big hair. I would say go with the big curls. Let it be curly and let it be cute. Either the big curly afro or the Cher bone straight look. I think that would have ate better than the hair that she had. I hated the hair. It was very Shirley Temple, very good ship lollipop, and this like glamorous outfit. It was weird. Excuse me, but I love the outfit and I love the shoes. I just did not like the hair. Jenna, I thought it was cute. I think it was a step up from the jeans, but everybody was dragging her, and I'm like, are we not? I thought I knew what she was doing, right? Everybody knows that she was doing the Audrey Hepburn reference, right? This one, it was an ode to Audrey Hepburn. This iconic photo. So why didn't anybody else get that? I was like, oh, Audrey Hepburn, as soon as I saw it. That's why Andy was gagging. He was like, because he thought Aubrey had walked into the room. Everybody hated this look. And I'm like, oh, do we not know the reference? Is this about to be a generation who doesn't know who Audrey Hepburn is? Wow, times are changing. Uba, she's just gorgeous. Well, she can wear anything. But I think she looked great. I loved her makeup. That gold eyeshadow. Bryn should have had Uba's hair. She should have had Uba's hair. She looks stunning. She looks stunning. And her boyfriend is cute too. For a Caucasian, he cute. and tall. They're birthing a model. They're birthing a model. Raquel, I love her creativity. Aaron, I loved it. I feel like we've seen this dress before, but I think the baby bump just makes it. The baby bump really just makes it. I love it. Let's get into this season. Here's the thing, right? At the reunion, a lot Andy was talking about Jenna Lyons and her relationship. And how people were just like, oh, we got to share our relationships and you don't have to. Well, you're not Jenna Lyons. Her own boss was talking to her about her relationship and was just like, well, your partner, as soon as she saw me, she ran away. Okay, what you gonna do about it? You're not gonna get rid of Jenna Lyons. Who else is gonna be on the show? Like, that's why when you come to this show with a name already, you're just going to get preferential treatment because you legitimize the show. Unless you're Kim Fields, I can't believe Kenya treated her like that. I hate what's happening in Kenya right now, but my God, today, I never forgot how she treated Kim Fields. That was insane. I really thought that Kim Fields was going to get preferential treatment because not only is she a TV icon, she's a Black American TV icon. So I could not believe the treatment she got. But like with Jenna, it's like you're not going to hold her to the same standard as you're going to hold Brynn, right? Because when this show goes away, people are going to stop talking about Brynn. They're never going to stop talking about Jenna. It just is what it is. She can do whatever the hell she wants. But let's get into the real drama this season. Brynn. When I tell y'all all have been hitting me up to talk about this, to talk about Brynn. Here's the thing. Brynn has a lot of trauma. And this is why when I talk about interracial relationships, I talk the most about Black men being with non-Black women. Because in society, the rearing of the children is just left to women. And I always say, and I'm just speaking about my community, but it's the same for other communities. If you are a non-white person in a relationship with a white person, you are responsible for teaching your kid your culture. Because if you do not, you are going to have a Brynn, a biracial person growing up, being raised by white women, maybe one that doesn't necessarily like the culture of people that her father is from, and being conflicted on how to move throughout the world because she is extremely unsure of who she is, which is why if you watch Brynn, she has several personalities because she still has no idea who she is. The trauma from her childhood, being raised by parents who are addicts, right, and having the grandma come in, being in and out of foster care, and then being biracial, being a part of two identities that are mortal enemies in the United States of America. That's a lot for a kid to process. And if you look at Brynn, you can see she's still that kid that has not processed anything that has happened to her. And then on top of it, she's also dealing with sexual assault. She got a lot going on. And the last place she needs to be is reality TV. Because what the women I don't think are realizing is that they are dealing with a child. Brynn is a grown woman, a grown adult woman. But when she is faced with any kind of conflict, she becomes that child that was never protected. If you see how she talks, she says, I just really, she had this, like, it's not her trying to be sexy. It's an identity that she is stuck in. She's stuck in being a kid. Like when they all, as soon as like the ladies try to hold her accountable, why are you guys being so mean to me? It's so weird watching it. If you watch Young, Famous, and African, Brynn and Andy, twin flames. Annie, I think I said Andy. Twin flames. These are because they are both older women who have not stopped growing from when they were kids. So whenever, Brynn's first trauma hit her, that's where she stopped growing. The same thing with Annie. So the adults are trying to deal with this adult person, but you are not talking to an adult. You're talking to a little girl who will lie, cheat, steal, do whatever she has to do to get people to like her. Because if you've known anybody who has grown up in foster care, my God, today, the way that they have to tap dance around these adults in foster care to just be safe, to just have somebody, to just have an adult be kind to them, to just have an adult care for them. It's insane. One of my really good friends is adopted, right? She talks about her journey a lot. One thing that I had to work through with her is the people pleasing. Oh my goodness, it was like off the charts. Even with me, I was just like, you can say no, you can tell me no, it's fine. But when we like really sat down and had a conversation, she was just like, well, I grew up in foster care, so I'm just like, I just don't want to make people upset. I want people to like, she wants people to like her. She doesn't want people to be upset because she's used to people throwing her away. My God, today. So yes, I'm seeing a lot of the stuff that Bryn is doing. I won't say that I just have compassion for her. I'm just saying that I see it from a different way, right? I see how she operates, and I think the rest of the cast, they are pissed off because for them, this is a grown woman doing these things. And I'm like, this is a girl that got a lot of problems, and she does not need to be on TV. She has to really work through everything that has happened to her. And I'm glad she is not in a relationship. And I'm glad she is not a mother yet, because she got a lot of issues. And if she don't fix some issues, she's going to poison her relationship, and she's going to poison that kid. And she has to work through not only her trauma, she got to work through her identity. This girl is all over the place. She got multiple personalities. That's why everybody on that freaking set is confused. They're like, but you said this, but you did this, but you did that. I'm like, because you met this Bryn. You were talking to another Bryn. You met Friday Bryn. This is Sunday Bryn. You was talking to Black Bryn. This is Karen Bryn. She got so many freaking personalities, and the cast is confused. I don't think she needs to be on TV. She got a lot of stuff going on. I'm telling you, I could see this girl. I could see her like moving to another country, adopting a whole nother personality, and becoming somebody totally different. And we don't know who she is until we see her on the FBI most wanted list. You know what I mean? Like, there's a guy, God forgive me, but there's a guy, I think he got taken back to England. No, America. There's a guy who sexually assaulted a woman, and he fled to England, and he changed his identity, to be like some wealthy oil baron. And when he was discovered, England wanted to extradite him back to the US so that he could be prosecuted. All of a sudden, he faked like having cancer or something like this. And I was watching an interview with him on Inside Edition, and he was like using this really terrible accent, breathing through this like breathing machine and acting like he was going to pass out. It was like, for me, comical. But this guy was really in it, really in his personality, really in this identity that he had lived with for like 15 years. I can absolutely see her doing something like that. Absolutely. Because she has no idea who she is, which leads me back to the male parent that is the opposite culture of white in the relationship. You better teach your kid who they are. You better teach your kid their culture. You better teach their kid how to operate in a world that hates half of them, and how to operate in a world that bows down to the other part of them, but is waiting for that empire to fall. She tussling with all that, and we got a camera in her face. This girl got a lot going on. This girl got a lot going on. Does not excuse her behavior. I'm just saying, they are not dealing with somebody who is on the same, who has the same like mental capacity that they all do. Like, everybody is crying in shock. But Bryn, you said this. But Bryn, you said that. And you know what Bryn does? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I went too far. Every freaking time. This woman is damn near 40. That is her response when somebody calls her out. She goes to a child. Auntie, she not ready. Get this lady off of TV. Now let's deal with Bryn and Uba. I saw something in Uba on the reunion when she apologized to Bryn when Bryn was talking about her sexual assault. Uba started breaking down. And I think Uba was about to share something, but she decided not to with Bryn in that moment when Bryn was talking about being sexually assaulted. And I think whatever Uba was about to share is the reason why she is so mad at Bryn for lying on her. Because here's the thing, Bryn is a liar. Her and Mia from Real Housewives of Potomac, same thing. They probably got the same kind of trauma, right? She's a liar. But what she tries to do is excuse her lies as a way of being, oh, I'm just creating content for the show. No, 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 no. There's one way to ghost produce, and it's another way just being a diabolical liar out of their mind. And I think she tries to make the excuse of, oh, I'm creating TV. No, this is how you operate in your everyday life. Which is why your brother constantly comes on the show to protect you and fight for you, because that's been his position his entire life. Nobody checks you because of what you have gone through. And I think, although it's a terrible thing to do, I don't think that it's something she's doing with full intention. But I absolutely think that she weaponized her trauma in that moment with Uba. And because of how Uba looks, right? Let's keep it buck. She is a Black woman, a dark-skinned Black woman, right? She's also an immigrant. She is also tall, so she towers over people. Bryn, white passing, not saying she's doing it intentionally, right? But pressing that hair out every day, I don't know. White passing, right? Very childlike, very innocent. Went in and told them ladies a lie about Uba. And even the people who are the closest to Uba believe Bryn, who has lied since the day they met her. What would make them instantly believe Bryn over Uba? Uba knew that, right? She took all of that in. And then I think because of what probably has happened to her or what she is dealing with, all of that she had to take in. I am in no way upset with Uba with how she handled that situation, because watching it broke me. Watching people who she considered friends, even if it's coworkers, right? Who she considered as people who knew her or would give her the benefit of the doubt, believe a liar over her because of how she looks. Point blank, period. That's exactly what happened there. They instantly demonized Uba and ran to protect Bryn, who has lied since the day they met her. They never gave Uba any space, any room to tell her side. And only when Bryn said, oh, well, she probably didn't clock that something happened to me, did they all feel like idiots. Because not only was it caught on camera, they did it to someone who they actually, I believe, cared for, right? But they all had to deal with the fact that they villainized Uba over Bryn with no evidence, nothing, just the word of a liar. You see how that operates, right? The word of a liar, because of how that liar looks, holds more weight than Uba because of how she looks. So she's dealing with that, then still dealing with the fact of something that probably happened to her. And this woman saying, oh, she knew what happened to me, so that's why she was saying I slept for people on the show. And Bryn still doesn't calculate that. She still doesn't calculate how she could have hurt Uba to the core. It's a really unfortunate situation. It really, really is. I wish Uba had the words to really describe how she feels, because I think what's going to happen from the previews that I've seen, I think what's going to happen is she's going to get overwhelmed with emotion, as she should. But I think she's going to start screaming, and I think the ladies are going to act like they're afraid of her and weaponize her rage against her. And it's real unfortunate. But I wish that she had the words to really or was able to really articulate what had happened in that moment and how she felt. But I think she's going to scream. I think she's going to shout. And looking the way she looks, she cannot rage. She cannot shout. She will instantly be villainized. And it is very unfortunate. And I wish she had the words to put to her pain, because I think she's going to lose a lot of sympathy when she expresses how much Bryn hurt her. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Let's move on into Erin real quick. I think that she really showed out this season. For me, this is how a housewife shows up. She shared all of her life. All of her life, did not leave anything. Took us through her parents' cancer journey. I really feel like, although I don't think that her and Uba are besties, I really love how she stood by Uba, which is why Uba was so heartbroken when Erin believed Bryn. But I do think that she has been a good co-worker or friend to Uba this season, even opening up stuff about her marriage. I really think that, as somebody who is a housewife that none of us knows about, that's kind of what you have to do to really get us to like you. Now, normally I call her dry Erin, because I'm just like, what are you giving? You're just hair, your wallpaper. I won't say I take that back, because that's what she was given last season. This season, she's not wallpaper. She really, really showed up. And I enjoyed her story this season. I really enjoyed her storyline, and I think she performed well. For me, though, the MVP will always be Jessel. Always. She's in her Dr. Wendy era. She took, feedback, positive feedback from the audience. She took positive feedback from production, and she got it together, and she got on her A game. And here's the thing, Jessel. I think Jessel was really pissed off at Bryn because she shared something with Bryn. And what she shared really hurt her husband and his confidence. I think Jessel did say that her soulmate or whatever was that brother. And her family said, no, you are not going to marry or be with a black man. I think that Jessel really did say that. I think that she was embarrassed. Her family was embarrassed. Her husband was humiliated. And I think she was really pissed that Bryn would say that. But I do believe that is something that Jessel said to Bryn in confidence, and Bryn brought it to the show. And the reason why I say that I do believe that is because of both of their reactions. Jessel was furious, like to the point where she was shaking, and Bryn immediately apologized. When does Bryn apologize? She never apologizes, but she knew she took this too far. And she's going to need Jessel. If they get another season, she's going to need her on her side. And she immediately fixed that. Who knows if they're going to get another season? I think they will. I don't think it was a great season, but I don't think it was, enough for them to get canceled. But we'll see. We will see. Rebecca Minkoff. What the hell? I thought she was going to be great, but she just terrible season, guys. Unfortunately, it was a great season finale and reunion, but it was only great because we were talking about something dark. Y'all don't have nothing else? How unfortunate. How unfortunate. Mariah says, Bryn gotta go. She is a danger to others and herself. She pissed me off when she lied on Uba with weaponizing her sexual assault, saying Uba knew when she didn't, and then came as it didn't happen after. She got a lot of problems. I'm telling you, she does not need a camera in her face. She got a lot of problems. Momi said, I fell off from the season after maybe 4 episodes. I came back for the finale and reunion part 1. If it wasn't for that weirdo mess that Bryn did to Uba, I think the show would have gotten canceled. I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. The Internet 8 said the New York ladies don't even run in the same circles. They could have picked a bunch of influencers and put them together, a few of size friends or something. Absolutely. Absolutely. Eva Empathy said, I'm so upset at Brent. I liked her, but she really crashed out this season. I wonder if she will even come back next season. She burnt every single bridge. Listen, if she does come back, I think she really needs to get help. I really think she needs to get help because I'm just like, you do not see yourself. You do not see yourself. You are like sabotaging everything. Everything in your life, you're sabotaging. You got to get it together. You got to get it together. Because here's the thing: if you're going to be a Scientologist, you and come on TV, you know people are going to talk about it. So, like, girl, like, people are going to talk about Tom Cruise. People are going to talk about the disappearing Scientology members. Like, people are going to talk about it being called a cult. Like, every person on the cast was like, you can tell that the producers were like prodding, through by way of the cast members to ask Rebecca about it. And she just wouldn't talk about it. And I'm like, why are you there? Like, come on, Rebecca. And I was waiting for the fabulousness. Like, I thought she was going to be a great addition. She did not rise to the top. And that's the thing. They don't know each other and they're not friends. So they're okay with ruining relationships because there's nothing there to really keep them. Aside from Aaron and Uba, I think that there's something there. I don't think it's like a deep friendship. I think they care for each other. I really, really do. They can't take Miss Jessel. They can't take Miss Jessel. And you know what, Jessel? Listen, maybe your soulmate is the one that's going to give you a daughter. I don't know. I don't know. Let me back out of there. She was crying the whole time because she knew that this was because she was watching the last episode in the dressing room. She knew everybody was coming for her. So she walked on set as toddler Bryn. Oh, why is everybody mad at me? You are 38. What is going on? She got to get some help. It was Audrey. Audrey. It was Audrey. Nobody got it. Yeah, she should have said that reference. I don't know why she didn't. I'm like, this is clearly Audrey Hepburn, but I don't know. Oh, I do not know. Yeah, she looked cute. I liked it. She took a fashion risk. Let's just do it. Listen, I like her and I like that she's very open. She's just very muted. I need her to come up with something better. Because she's letting you know the circle she runs in. That show needs her. She don't need the show. See, but that's the thing. Jenna can coast like that because she's at private parties with her boss and Jeff Bezos. I'm sorry, Jeff Demonic. All them billionaires could go straight to hell. They're already going though, but always, always, always. So you got this half black woman being raised up to be a freaking Karen. And she knows how to weaponize it. She knows how to jump in and out of Karen because she was doing it that entire trip. Definitely being a Karen or Uber. And then when Uber bites back, oh my God, the dark girl, the dark tall immigrant is being mean to me. Somebody get her. And what did the girls do? They got her. They haven't apologized to Uber enough for me. They haven't apologized to Uber enough for me. Uber got over that far too quick because I knew by the way that woman was crying. Oh, I knew where that was coming from. She got over that far too quickly for me. Stunted. That's what I wanted to say. She is definitely stunted. Definitely stunted. Yes. Because as soon as they get mad, guys, that stuff works with men because they're weird. They're weird and predatory. Women, it ain't gonna work with them. It ain't gonna work with them. Oh, Jutley, I'm so glad we can help in some way. Thank you for being here. I'm back. I'm back. Give me shelter. Oh, sigh. The seasons are not good. But listen, this is the thing. I told y'all. I told y'all this is how Sai will perform. I told y'all. I am not shocked by Sai's performance. I knew that this is what she was going to give. Give me shelter said Sai even said on the reunion that they don't even know what Bryn does for a living. Bryn's triggers are people getting close to her truth. Yep. Yep. Absolutely. They're both stunted. They're both stunted. Because listen, here's the thing. She probably does live off of a wealthy sum from, rich men that enjoy her, right? Or put her in positions of power. But here is the thing with these housewives, right? Y'all all marry or bang money. So to be like, oh my God, how did you get this job? What do you do for what we don't know what you do for a living. Y'all all use your coochies. That's why y'all on a freaking show. Except for Bose. Like y'all all banged rich men. That's how y'all got here. We don't need to have I just hate that when they're calling each other hoes or whatever. Y'all just hold with the right men. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? 99.9% of women hoe to get better positions in life. Because that's all we got. You can't take over the men because there's too many pick-me's. So we'll never have a unified front to really come together and get stuff done. Until then, use your coochie to get ahead. Who's judging? I hate when they do that. I hate when they do this. Just like, oh my gosh, she slept with him. So did you. So did you. Your man, let's tell the truth, shame the devil. Your husband is ugly. That man is scary. Look like he snuck on the earth from hell. That man is hideous. You are jumping up and down on him. Child, you are jumping up and down on that man, giving him funny looking children for money. Y'all all are there for money. So we're not going to do this thing of who slept their way to the top. Except for a few housewives, the majority of you did. That's why you're on the freaking show. This show is based off of Desperate Housewives, which was a show that was talking about women who got with rich men, who were supposed to be ugly, but it's Hollywood. They're not going to put an ugly man on TV. But that's like what it is. It's based off of those lives. The ladies who lunch. You see what these rich men look like? Who was willingly sleeping with Elon Musk? He got all them damn kids because he's wealthy. If he was broke, he probably would have been a school shooter. I'm sorry. Let me move on. But I'm just like, I just hate when they do that stuff. I hate when they do that stuff because it's just like you all got there by way of your vagina, except for a few. Except for a few. You are not above another woman. You aren't. Just because you don't have to hoe anymore, now you're like, oh, slut. You too. You too. We saw what your husband looked like. We saw what the ex looked like. We all know why you're there. For the money. That's hoeing. You're sleeping with that man for money and opportunities. You're a hoe too. So I hate when the housewives do that. Hello?
Wait a minute, I'll get it.
Who is that? Oh my gosh. Why are they banking like the police? We're American. Oh, girl. Where you going? Anyway.
Oh, shoot, my bad.
No, you're fine. They didn't see you. Anyway, what was I talking about? Let's move on.
You banging on the door.
You know what? I didn't want to talk about that, but that threw me off. I was like, ooh. When did Brent ever identify as black? What? Like, Brent does not move through life as a sister. Like, that was crazy talk to me. But that's the thing. She just, whenever she's backed up in the corner, she's going to use everything. She's going to throw it all out there. I'm telling you, next season, Brynn is going to be neurodivergent. She's going to be neurodivergent. I'm telling you. And everybody will eat it up. Eat it up. Nia Lee said Brynn absolutely operates from trauma, but I also think that Brynn is fully aware, which makes lying so dark. Yeah, she knows she needs therapy. Her actions are wrong, but excuses it because of her trauma and also because she's gotten away with it for so long. Nobody checks her. This is like the first time she's probably having accountability, and it's happening in front of the world. Heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. Let's get two more, and then it's a scary time. We're in a scary time. I'm walking around with my passport and my ID. We're in a scary time. Girl, I'm about to start walking around with my great grandparents' pictures. It is crazy times that we're in. We're going to end with On Me, and then we're going to get into Potomac because The Bachelor is coming up. Bachelor might be a little late. Moby said Rebecca has a podcast. I saw an episode with her and Jenna as guests. She had way more personality on the pod. She seemed so stiff on Rhony. I wonder what that was about. Well, we'll never find out. She's not going to get another season. That was a terrible performance. Terrible performance. Anyway, speaking of terrible performance, let's talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac. Oh, terrible. Terrible. Let's get into the Grand Dame. We're going to start with her. Karen, you disappointed me. You really disappointed me.
Don't do it.
What?
Don't do it.
Mom, you're still supporting her after everything? After that DUI video?
Okay, she had a DUI.
And she was driving a car, Mom. She could have killed somebody.
Yeah, she could have killed somebody.
And no, but Mom, not only that. Now. Because after that, to go through all of that, know you acted that way, and to still play victim? Oh, you guys will all know when it all comes out. It came out, and you're guilty.
Yeah,
it came out. You were guilty. She should have never went to trial.
Yeah, she should.
It's the pompous attitude. That's my thing. It is the pompous attitude. I had the same issue with Erica Jane. That was my girl, but her pompous attitude, like, yes, you didn't steal anything, but the fact that these people are asking you to give back some stuff that was what were stolen funds, and you're trying to fight that? Pompous attitude. And it's the same thing with Karen. It's the pompous attitude for me, and I'm just so disappointed. You guys all know I don't have a favorite housewife. I never did, but she was the only one that I would say was my favorite, and I'm just so disappointed in her performance. Really, really am. It's just sad. And then to come on this show after that and just not be like remorseful in any kind of way, and then getting mad at the ladies who want to talk about the situation when that is the show. Her attitude the entire time is it's just upsetting. It's just upsetting. And now she might be going to prison. Like crazy. Let me see, what article was I reading? And they said that she fired her legal team. Karen Huger fired her legal team. Excuse me, Mom. After being found guilty in her DUI case, and has asked that her sentencing be postponed to allow her time to finish rehab and talk with her new attorneys. This is from In Touch. According to court documents obtained by In Touch, Karen's request to postpone her January 29th sentencing was granted. The judge set a new date of February 26th for Karen to find out the consequences that she will face. She should have never went to trial. You should have pled guilty. There was a whole video of you. You couldn't even stand up straight. Shout out to Ray. He was a good.
Like what you're doing.
Mom, you can't excuse what she's done.
No, I'm not excusing her, but she's not a criminal.
Yes, she is. She is now.
Offense.
No, it's not, Mom. No.
Oh, she's been drunk.
Yes.
She's been drunk before.
Yes.
Oh,
she got a little problem.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, this ain't her first time here. She been here before several times. I don't know if she's had DUIs, but no. Star Family, is this her first DUI? I don't know if it's her first DUI, but I know that she's been back and forth to rehab. for her drinking.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah, she has some problems. And I'm just disappointed. She really disappointed me. You know what? Guess what? Guess what, Star Family? Hell is a little chilly today because I'm Team Giselle. I'm Team Giselle.
Not you.
Not me, girl. Not me. Because I feel like Mia is doing too much. Mia is doing too much. I didn't like what she was trying to do with Giselle's daughters and, trying to throw what her children are doing. Her children who are like almost adult, and one is already an adult, trying to throw what they were doing in her face when people are literally talking about how she's lying about.
Everybody do that. They're teens.
Yeah, they do, but child, should she come on here? My God, today. But I just feel like, Mia was just trying to deflect because if we're just keeping it buck, she really is using, or was until people found out about it, her child's paternity as a storyline. And it's just weird. You're saying that, Ray might, not Ray, what's his name? Mr. Freaky might not be the dad, but then G. Mr. G might not be the dad. It might be, little too short. It might be him, not too short. What's his name? Trick Daddy. Yeah, Trick Daddy. Her man looked just like Trick Daddy. It might be little Trick Daddy, or G is bipolar. And you know what, G? Have you been diagnosed as being bipolar? I think Mia told you that you were bipolar and you just ran with it because you want to win her back. You need to really get diagnosed. He's just saying, he's like, oh, I'm bipolar. Who told you that, Mia? Now, listen, he might actually be, but I just feel like Mia told that man that he was bipolar and he is just running with it. So now Mia is saying he's bipolar, the kid might not be his. And I'm just like, ma'am, you're wrong. You're wrong. And to come at Giselle with her kids with something secret that was happening off camera to try to defend yourself was just wrong. But here's the thing.
No, she didn't tell him he was bipolar.
I think she told him that and he just ran with it. No, I'm serious. So he has not talked about going to, he's claiming it. He has not talked about going to a doctor and being diagnosed. All we know is that Mia said that he was bipolar. And I think because he wants to get back with her, he's just going to accept it.
She better be careful. Them old men, they lose it.
He wants to stay with her, and she keeps on flaunting Trick Daddy in front of his face. I wouldn't play them games. I would not play them games, especially now that he's saying that he bipolar and all that stuff. She better stop playing with that man. You're playing a dangerous game. But I feel like Mia's the only one really showing up and giving us stuff. She really is.
Name Incognito.
I think that's his name. I don't know. But that's the love of her life. She's been with him since she was in college.
Too short.
Trick Daddy. Anyway, well, she has no storyline. The drag king stuff, it was a waste of an episode. There's no storyline there. That white child that she rented to be her boyfriend. No, I don't believe it. It just, she has to come with something else. Ashley. Like, oh my, nobody believes it. Not even Dr. Wendy, who I love the fact that she's on here, right? Because at least we have a housewife who is actually showing with some sense, a career, and a healthy marriage. I love how her husband loves on her. I love how they work together. I love how they cheer for each other and root for each other. I love how his family is starting to come around. It seems like there was something a little bigger there because the sisters were just crying and hugging on to Wendy. And I was like, I thought y'all said that family ain't like you. Something happened, but I don't think they're going to tell us everything. And it's okay. It's your family. It's your business. But I'm just like, if you're going to bring these people around, we're going to tell us what's going on.
It will
tell us what's going on.
It will come out.
QVC is on the wrong show. I think that she would probably do well on Beverly Hills or Orange County.
Oh, no, she would.
I think that Potomac is a little too much for her. It's too much. The littlest thing will happen and she'll just be like, oh my God, if Arabella was here. Arabella would be so heartbroken. Why is Karen speaking like that?
Giselle,
like,
girl,
where is she from?
Yeah.
Everything just like, this is ladies. This is not who we are. It's like, I just feel like everything is just. Everything is Arabella. Yes. I love it, but I'm like, you have to get some sense for you and Arabella. Her father will always take care of her. Arabella will be okay. You do not know that, because a lot of times men only want the woman as long as he can have her. The minute you try to do your own thing, he don't want you or the kid. So you better make sure. He don't want no. You don't know. They switch up. No, they switch up. He would never do that to me. He would always make sure that Arabella has everything that she needs. Okay.
No, that's his ticket.
They switch up during a divorce, mama. They switch up during a divorce.
No, he loves Arabella.
And you sound just like QVC. You sound just like her when she thinks that everything is okay, that she is protected, because I know the man that I married. I know him. He would never. Okay. She about to get a wake-up call. She about to get a wake-up call. I did not even know until the last episode that she did not even have counsel. They were just like going to mediation and she wasn't walking in there with lawyers. Where is this lady from? Every time she talks to the ladies, they're just looking at her like, what are you? She send her to the Orange County. Send her to Orange County. You know, Orange County might be a little too ghetto for her. Send her to Beverly Hills. Don't send her to Jersey. They will break her. No, I feel like Beverly Hills is more her speed. I feel like Beverly. Oh no, Sutton is more her speed. But the minute Dorit starts screaming, she might have a breakdown. I don't know. I just feel like she's a little too soft for maybe Housewives.
Kim Phil.
She is. She's a little too soft for this.
Kim Phil was the Housewives of Atlanta.
Well, that was beneath her, though. But I understand where she was doing it, but it was definitely beneath her.
She doing it?
Exposure. I mean, it worked. She started working on more shows.
Oh, she went through a brutal. Oh, they beat her.
Kenya was horrible to her.
And everything.
Kenya was horrible. Oh, so let me go back to QVC. You also need to get this lavender relationship off this show, because everybody is telling your business about this man. Get that man off the show. No. Get him off the show, because the super Christian, get him off the show. They already telling his tea on Reddit. Get that man off the show, and it don't even seem like he like you anyway. He's so nasty with that S girl. I'm like, why you let him talk to you like that? But no, he's a Christian. He loves the Lord. No, she knows. She knows. All they do is yoga.
And you're still married.
No, I understand that. No. I would get that if he would not be in a relationship with her. He's still in a relationship with her, but he's saying we can't have sex. Yeah, but y'all are no. But you're in a relationship with her, though. So why are you in a so you can be in a relationship with her while she's married, but you think having sex with her is going too far? You're already in a committed relationship with the lady.
No, y'all too fast.
No,
everything is
Mom. He's no. Everything is not the bed. Everything is not the bed. It is a little weird that this man who was almost 50.
He said wait, because he's already had relationships.
Is waiting for marriage. Now, there are people who do that, and I absolutely understand it. He's just a little, because it's not like, if he's so like super Christian, like let's talk about it. He doesn't even talk about it. He's everywhere with her. They're doing yoga together. And she even mentioned they were best friends. I think that's where y'all need to be. Y'all just need to be besties. I think that's where you guys work the most. I think trying to force a relationship is just not working in your favor. Kiana needs to get off the show. I think she would have a healthy relationship without the cameras. Now, saying that, she can do better than the man she's with on her worst day, but I feel like that's just what she wants to do and where she wants to be. But if you want this relationship, you're going to have to get off the show, because he does not want to be on TV. He doesn't like it. We've seen this before. No, Kiana's man.
Yeah.
We've seen this before. The men are so nasty and negative when they're on camera because they're hoping that the show will stop filming with them or not want to film with them. He doesn't like it. He doesn't want to be on TV. You gotta let this relationship go.
He don't want to be on TV because
I will not say that he's doing anything he shouldn't be doing. He don't like the cameras, and she's mentioned it. He doesn't want to do it, and she's just like, I think he would want to support me, and I get him supporting her or wanting him to support her, but being on the TV show and having your life exposed is a big ask. It really, really is.
He don't want other stuff to come out that.
Oh, girl, I don't think it's that. I just think he doesn't want to be on TV. He didn't apply for the show. Kiana did and said that my man will film with me, probably without asking him. And now he's in a pickle. I still do think that she's dating down. I think that you can do a little better, but love is love. Jazzy, stop talking about that man and his multiple children, because every time you bring this man up and you talk about him and the kids and the oops baby and all that stuff, the timeline changes. You are looking foolish. Just let it go. You got with a multi-millionaire, and you was not coming up off of him, even if he had a child while y'all were still dating. It is what it is. You are not the only woman that has stayed with a rich guy because he cheated. After he cheated, let it go. Let's talk about something else, because the story is weird. Speaking of weird, this lady creeps me out. She creeps me out from like defending Mia after everything, to smelling her coochie, to being jealous that she's kissing Ashley. It's just odd. And I just cannot believe a mature mother is okay with this being how she's being represented on TV. It's just very weird. It's very weird. It reeks desperation. And I just don't enjoy watching her performance. I need her to come with something else. I honestly don't think that any of us was asking for her to join the show. I don't know why the show went this route with her. I think for me, this cast and this season just proves that throw your tomatoes if you must. Throw your tomatoes if you must. But I miss Robin. I do. I miss her and Karen's banter. I feel like Robin would be the only one who would be on Karen's neck. And I would love to hear Karen's comebacks to Robin. And also, I think that Candace would be great. Like that show, it got a little dark, but they had something that worked. They just needed to be tweaked a bit. I don't think they needed to be fully recast. And it just seems like the newbies to me are not quite meshing. So we're getting a very
we need Candace and
Robin.
Robin
Robin would have had a stellar season with Karen's DUI. I don't know what's going to happen. She was doing well on Traders. Maybe just let her do a bit more TV. She was her very, mean Creole self, but she was given something. Robin, she was on Traders, and she was actually really good. She was actually really, really good. She just did not know how to play the personality game, and that's always been a hindrance for her. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say about Patel Mock. What do you guys have to say? Let's get into it. And then, Mama, you got to get prepared because we're late for The Bachelor. The Bachelor will be in there at about 10. We'll be in there at about 10. Miss T said Karen has not taken accountability for any of her actions. That's the thing. Like, I'm just disappointed that she's sitting there acting like she is the victim. What? I'm so glad you hit a tree and not a human. What are we talking about? Miss Brown Sugar said she could have taken a plea and had it all wrapped up before filming started. Huger'S, absolutely. Absolutely. Unique Hunter said, I don't know why she did that. They couldn't deny that evidence on that video at all. The video was so damaging. Kim said, I've missed Mama Star. She'll be back. Today, actually, in about 10 minutes for The Bachelor. Oh, thank you, Miss Gigi. Miss Gigi confirmed this is Karen's second DUI, Mama Star. She's going to do time. She's going to do time. Kim said, and one DUI is too many. Drewski said Giselle actually served at the reunion looks too. Are we in the upside down? I think so, Drewski. I think so. Eva Empathy said it's crazy to side with Giselle, but same. She's been so much better with Robin. Production must have really set her down. I think she had to sit down because for her to even say that her and Wendy could be besties did not even sound like her. They absolutely gave her a talking to, and she listened.
No, they didn't have to give her a talking to.
Mariah said, honestly, I'm disappointed in Karen. She needs to realize that what she is doing is hurting others and herself. I mean, does she think about how it even affects her family, especially her daughter? Huger'S. Hey Greta, thank you for being here. Me too, Miss Brown Sugar. Miss Brown Sugar said, I love that Wendy gets to just be this season. She's not having to fight off them heifers every second anymore. She's just chilling. And the season she's had, she deserves it. She deserves it. Miss Brown Sugar said Stacey can stay as long as that Renner friend goes. Like, get that man off the show, please. It's terrible. Yeah, she's a sweetie, but she's just very naive. She's very naive at the end of the age. I cannot believe Arabella will not need anything. I don't have to put him on child support. You absolutely do. And you asking for alimony, but you're not asking for child support. Your child support is going to come out their alimony because you're going to be taking care of Arabella because he's going to leave the country.
He may have to.
He's white. He's white and rich. He'll be fine. He may leave the country to dodge paying child support. E for Empathy said, Kiana better not marry Greg. He does not respect her at all. She deserves so much better and needs to stand up. Yeah, I think being with this cast is really going to help her stand up for herself because Kiana gives me taken care of, right? Like, I feel like she's the girl who's been taken care of since she was a teenager. Always had a man, always had a boyfriend, always had somebody taking care of her. And I think with this cast of characters, she may be able to start standing on her own 2 feet. And maybe she came on the show to get free of a situation. That happens a lot of time. So who knows? Who knows? Naya said Jazzy was such a flop this season. She was in the first 2 to 3 episodes, then disappeared. Yeah. She don't have anything going on. That's the thing. You got to have something going on. Mm-hmm. And she just shows up to hang out. What are you doing? And let's invite people to stuff. She is. They were a terrible duo. I just want Robin back for the Karen banter. Throwing tomatoes. Throwing your tomatoes. She wants to be married. She wants to be married. She wants to be that housewife. And it's just sad because it's like there's so much you can do, Kiana, than just be a housewife to Greg. She did. I will say this. Miss Brown Sugar said, I don't know. Robin looked lighter and more fun on Traders than we've seen in years. She needed this break. I agree. I just would, like to see her back, but I would like to see her back with maybe a fractured friendship with Giselle because they're not a good duo. They're toxic for each other. But her and Karen this season would have been iconic. Iconic. Busola, cha-ching. Thank you so much for the super chat. Busola said, hey, Nikki, I'm glad I caught it live. Hope things are slowly rebuilding in LA. Thank you very much. And things are slowly, but they're rebuilding in LA. Some places will not be built back for years. But you know, we're getting somewhere. They're starting the building, so we're getting somewhere. Um, Social Steph said, I think Karen had two issues. I think her plea contained jail time and she thought that she could beat it. I also think that she was delaying on the footage to get thrown out, maybe based on a Miranda issue.
But she said she fired her attorney.
Yeah. Because it didn't go the way she wanted. But it's just like, you should have took a deal. Miss Brown Sugar, especially on your second DUI. Miss Brown Sugar said, do you think seeing the footage, seeing her catch fire, seeing the state of her wig, and seeing her hubby rooting around in that purse would be sobering? Literally and figuratively. Yeah. Hubris. Hubris. I'm going to get two more and then we're going to get out of here. Three more. NC said Karen won't last 5 minutes in a slammer. She ain't no Teresa from Patterson, New Jersey. You know what? The celebrity of it all might actually work in her favor in prison.
I hope they don't give her jail time. I hope they give her.
It's her second DUI. She may just do time and get probation.
I hope they give her probation.
Yeah.
And make her do a lot of community service.
Yeah.
Because she's on television.
Yeah, Mom. It's her second DUI. She gonna do time. The Optic said,
But
LOL.
License or something.
They are. I don't know how she got it back after the first DUI.
They probably took it already.
The Optic said, LOL, what did Housewife franchise become the Babysitters Club? I feel like we're not really diving into people's lives anymore. Because this is the thing. People don't have anything going on. And that's just the reality. That is life. Sometimes you have seasons where it's just so much, like with Erin from the Real Housewives of New York. She had so much going on. The season before, she was so boring because there was nothing happening. You have to have something going on. And I think none of these ladies have anything happening. Nobody, nothing. There's nothing going on aside from Karen, who refuses to talk about the biggest storyline on the show. They gotta have something going on. Love Like You Are said they're not going to put Karen in the sleepaway camp that Martha Stewart went to. Probably. She probably gonna be there with Jen Shaw having a good time. You never know.
They're gonna make her take a weave out.
Oh, absolutely. We're gonna end with Social Steph. Social Steph said Robin said on the podcast with Giselle, this is it's her fourth. How does she keep on getting all these DUIs?
Oh, well, she's
in no prison time. Oh, she's going to jail. Oh my God. It just seems like, I feel like the housewives are turning into Love After Lockup. Like everybody's a felon on these shows. What is happening? Ciao. Anyway, I am late for The Bachelor. Let me hop on over there. Thank you all so much for joining me. Join me in about 10 minutes for The Bachelor with Mama Star. You ready, girl?
I'm ready. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. We'll see you soon. Thank you all so much for joining me. We're back. We're back like we never left. I love y'all. Talk to you soon. Bye. What'd they talk about?